Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. It's Nuku, the Horned Daikini, coming on to give you guys a reading for Pisces. So if you're Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, come on, this could be a resourceful reading for you, okay? Newbies, hello. I hope that you do choose to subscribe and stay. You're welcomed here, and I'm delighted to have you. OGs and returnees, thank you so much for coming back. Sending appreciation from my heart to yours, okay? Thank you, Sweet Spirit, for using me as a trusted and true vessel to bring about a message for the collective of Pisces that will soon be here to view this reading. Show me clearly the message for Pisces. Show me clearly the message for Pisces. Show me clearly. This King of Pentacles has really been... You know, last month, the devil was following all my readings. And I was like, this... I was ready to beat him up. But even though he was following all of the readings, just about every reading that I did was defeating the devil. So I welcomed it. I was like, okay, well, come on, because everybody that's going to resonate with my readings are coming in with the, you know, ain't no flighting, we're fighting. Ain't no fleeing. We finna run up, get done up, devil. Okay. So now the King of Pentacles is doing the same thing because Capricorn had the King of Pentacles. And Aquarius had the King of Pentacles in their reading. So now that's the card showing up for you as well. Also, many of you may have Aquarius in your chart, okay, Pisces, because you came up in Aquarius's reading. So go back and watch that reading. It could be resourceful. It's 2 parts. Unfortunately, my phone died. I had to do a part 2. So watch both parts, okay? But yeah, that was... King of Pentacles has been really following the zodiac, and I've only done Capricorn and Aquarius, and now he's coming up in yours too. So let me go ahead and make something very apparent that I said in Capricorn's reading when King of Pentacles come out. I don't see Taurus energy. I know that a lot of readers, and even in the tarot decks, depict the King of Pentacles being Taurus. So I'm not going to 100% take that off the table because this could be representative of Taurus. But when I read it, I always see Capricorn energy. To me, Capricorn energy is represented by the King of Pentacles. Taurus, for me, it would be more of the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So you may have a Taurus or you may have a Capricorn in your life. Because like I said, I'm not going to take it off the table, but Capricorn energy is in more alignment with this card than not, right? So you could be around a Taurus, around a Capricorn, or you yourself, Pisces, may have a Capricorn moon, a Taurus moon, Capricorn rising, Taurus and Venus, you know. So place the energy where it belongs, right? But let's see why he's here. Show me clearly. Now, it's a good thing when he shows up because that lets me know that somebody's moving in a very mastered... You're materially mastered. You know how to manifest what you need. So I could be talking to a Pisces that has just manifested something for themselves. And this ain't the first time you've done it. You've been in a consistent manifestation mode. Okay? So good for you. Because listen, everybody ain't got the mojo. Some people's mojo is leaky. Okay? Show me more and show me clearly. The Emperor, okay? I like that for you. So that, listen, okay, so that Emperor energy, and I'm not shocked this came out. It's a lot of reasons why I know that Pisces is feeling in control and in alignment. Now, honorable mention to Aries because this is Aries card, okay? The Emperor's Aries card. So I could be talking to the Pisces who are on the cusp with Aries. So y'all March 18th, 19th, 20th. I know for sure I'm talking to you guys. Your money's good. You've probably made some kind of boss move here recently. And it's put you in... You're in some type of leadership role on your job. So you could have got a promotion. You could be a police officer. You could work for the government. Like you are in control of your life, number one, and you're in a position of authority. So you're in authority, you're in an authoritative position at home over thyself, and you could be in some type of, like a principal, like a judge, a officer. You could have just you could be in the military. You're just in a authoritative position in the world, period. Okay, period. Even if you're a female, you could be the boss wherever you are, like the boss, like the woman in charge. Whether it's in a, military, police type position or not, you could be at the hospital, you could be the head charge nurse, something like that, right? Either way, you have a lot of power. You have a lot of power, and you move in your masculine energy. It's your masculine energy that's making you money, for sure. Man, woman, it is your masculine energy that's leading you. Okay? And that may not have been this could be new for some of you. You could have been in a position, in a very feminine position, meaning you didn't have to, you were not over people. You didn't have any authority. You just had a job, you had a position, you had a title, but it wasn't of authority. Now you have authority. There could be people under you. Show me more and show me clearly for Pisces. Oh, I know I was getting at with that. I'm sorry. Saturn will be leaving y'all alone for a minute. I think it's gonna retrograde back into y'all signs sometime later, like maybe in June, July, something like that. But ultimately, Saturn is leaving Pisces and going into Aries, and that's pretty much what I'm seeing here. A shift in the power, a shift in the element. Saturn has been in water Pisces for the last 3-4 years. Now Saturn is going over into fire Aries. So there's a big shift across the board that everybody's going to feel, but especially you. Especially you. Now, what I know for Pisces is there could be a huge desire to reinvent the wheel. A huge desire to reinvent thyself. That's what I mean when I say that. And the reinventing could come by way of reinventing how you look, cutting your hair, adding hair, dyeing your hair, changing up because I believe that now that Pisces is free from Saturn wanting to know what's up, because that's how Saturn wants to know what's up, what you finna do, what you gonna do, did you learn, are you putting forth effort to learn anything? It's like a drill sergeant. Well, now that the drill sergeant is leaving y'all alone and going over into Aries, now you have to align with this new person that the drill sergeant made you become. Because some of y'all got asked questions for the last 3-4 years. Higher you, overlord you, oversoul you has been asking you, what you doing? Is it enough? What you been avoiding? What you've been escaping from that you need to go back to and accept it? Like, you've been asked some questions. You've been made to come out of that dark too, because Saturn wasn't getting ready to come down into your 12th house and talk to you while you were there. Saturn said, "Nah, come out. I ain't coming in there. Come out. You ain't gonna come out? Well, let me shake some shit up that's gonna make you have to come out." Let me tell you how that shaking up can look. It could look like deaths that made them emotions have to be shown, that made you have to rise to the occasion, that made you have to face you, that made you have to come to the top. Some of y'all got made to become your best selves, but the universe had to shake the ocean bed to make you come up for air and go on to the land. Okay? So because of that, I can see that a lot of y'all know who you are now. A lot of y'all have had those tough moments with yourself that put you back in position and authority of your life. Okay, so let's get some more cards out here. I'm not gonna keep those. That was way too many, but I will take note that the three, I think that's the three. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles came out. That doesn't feel relevant. It really does feel like the cards just had an accident. It was a oopsie. Show me more. Strength. You know your own strength now. Many of you know your own strength because you lost somebody that gave you strength. Many of you know your own strength because you were tested and it wasn't nobody there to help you through it, but you. It's a lot of ways the universe will help us and guide us right on into our own strengths. But it worked. It happened for you. The Emperor is here and the Strength card right beside it. You're mastered now. You're mastered. Whatever test, challenge, experience, encounters you were faced with, you passed. And you know now. You know how to catch the big fish. You know how to go fishing now. Did some of y'all's daddies teach y'all how to fish? Did some of y'all's husbands teach y'all how to fish? Did something made you have to learn how to do something yourself, Pisces? And you did. You have. You're doing it. I'm talking to a Pisces that is acing their healing progress. Every once in a while, I feel like you have a few tests that come down to test you to see, are you consistent with this healing? Because ain't no stopping. There's something trying to level you up and level you up and level you up because there's a level of healing you got to get to because there's something else that you're getting ready to be doing. Now, for some of you, that's why this Emperor card is here. You're healing and headed up to this. So you may not be in your authoritative position yet. Some of y'all have already made it. So you're already there because you're high enough or farther enough on your healing journey where whatever that thing was that needed you to be strong and ready because you was getting ready to be the boss of some stuff, you made it. Some of y'all are currently in this. This is your very present energy and you're wondering, what's going on? Why am I being challenged and tested? Because, baby, you are being put in position and you got to be strong. You got to be your strength, your faith, not just in God, not just in other things outside of you, for yourself. How you feel about you, how much faith and trust you have in you. Again, because you are about to be over some people. There's going to be some people that's going to look up to you. They're going to come to you because you've been put in a position to help these people. Now, this could be very spiritual. This could be you done lost something, came through the healing of the losing, and now you're getting ready to start something where other people are going to come to you to learn how to navigate loss. I actually know a good girlfriend of mine who's doing something similar to this, and she's a Pisces. She just lost her husband. Okay? So if you're here, I think she watches my channel. If you're here, this is for you, chicka, for sure. I am hearing to not let whatever you lost be in vain. There's so much. There's a lot of juice in the fruit of loss. A lot of people just don't know how to get to the juice. And I know that was probably a terrible way to do that, but there's a lesson in everything. That's all that means. And if you deny the lesson because it hurt too bad, if you deny the lesson because the pain is overwhelming, you never get the fruit. You never get the vitamin of the experience. But I'm talking to somebody who you're back in alignment with yourself. You may were out of alignment. You may were inconsistent. You may avoided dealing with the hurt, the pain, the trauma, the drama. You might have done all of that. But what you're doing now is facing it, fixing it, untethering yourself from it, removing the splinters. You're doing the work. You're doing the work, Pisces. Something was turned over. Oh, I didn't even realize that. You're in your reading. I didn't even know this had turned over. The moon card. The moon card. This is your card. Many of you have been listening to something. Music, or you've been singing, or you've been doing something. You could just be speaking affirmations. But many of you have been tapping into tunes and different tones. And that's what's clearing out them chakras. Because they say some different megahertz heal certain chakras, right? Many of you, your nervous system has been tense. And that's how you release. You hum, you sing, or you listen to tones and tunes that help your nervous system release and relax. We just came from a new moon in Capricorn. I think it was on the 18th. So we're a couple of days past that new moon in Capricorn. But we had a full moon in Cancer January 3rd. So something could have happened between that time frame where you begin to feel this release. Many of y'all came up. You came up out of the water. I don't know what that means for you. You do. If you're here, you know exactly what your life has been teaching you and showing you and guiding you to and through. You know what coming up out of the water means. But many of you have come up out that water. We know that the element of water, whether it be in the tarot or the actual element, is representative of our feelings, our emotions, what moves us, our buoyancy and how we bounce back and how we traverse and persevere has everything to do with the water. So that's why your water placements are important. And depending on where your water placements are determines how you use your water. Okay? Now, if you never had a chart done and you say, well, I'm a Pisces sun, but I'm an Aries moon, or I'm a Pisces sun and I'm a Libra moon, so I don't know if I got water in my chart other than being a Pisces. You need to get a chart done. You need to know where your other waters are. Some of y'all might not have enough water. That's why you be dry and hard and mean and hateful and shit. You ain't got enough water in your either you don't have enough water or you don't know where your water is, so you don't know how to navigate your emotions to get to the water when life start lifing. That's why you need to get a chart done. Because sometimes your sun being in a water sign ain't enough. Sometimes that's just you appear to be deeply and emotionally fulfilled. But deep down, you go home and realize you about to lose it. Because you don't know how to navigate. Because your waters are either too hot. Because you got too much fire in you. Or your water makes you muddy because you got too much earth in you. Or your water causes tsunamis because you got too much air in you, okay? Or maybe you got too much water. You Pisces sun, Scorpio moon, Cancer rising. You got too much water, so you drown in your emotions. You die in your feelings. You crash out, right? That's why it's important to get charts. You want a chart and you want me to do it, go over to the description, scroll down. My email is there, and one of my IG accounts is there. You can request me. Just let it be known that you're coming from YouTube, because I don't just accept anybody just because you hit that request. You can message me and say, hey, coming from YouTube, trying to get with you, Nuku. Okay. The name of that channel is Dark Feminine Energy. So if you're interested in getting a chart, a reading, a session, I offer a lot of things. I don't really promote a lot of what I do on YouTube, because I wanted my YouTube channel from day one to really and only be focused on my readings, and sometimes I do a little teaching, okay? But as far as some of the other things that I offer, most of that is promoted on my main IG channel, which what's over in the description is not my main IG channel. It's the IG channel that I want my YouTubers to come to, okay? But yes, Pisces, you have come up out that water. What I'm hearing, and as crazy as it sounds, I am hearing R. Kelly's song, I Believe I Can Fly. Maybe many of you didn't know who you were. I think now it's something that has taken place, and you know who you are. Are you beginning to learn who you are? You beginning to learn how powerful you are. You're beginning to learn how you got wings, fins, and feet. Wings, fins, and feet. You're a triple threat, Pisces, but you haven't been walking in that energy because of, and listen, whatever you experience, whether it was loss, setbacks, whatever it could be, and whatever it will be, because we've all experienced something that has stopped us from being in our highest and greatest vibrations, right? But whatever it is, it was strictly put in place for you to not understand that you got wings, fins, and feet. Something or someone didn't want you to know that you were a triple threat. Okay? Something or someone, that something could be in things that happened to you in your childhood. People saw, well, I ain't gonna say people, just life. When things come in to test us, to stop us from really being who we are. And then sometimes it comes by way of people. So for some of y'all, your mama, your daddy, your granny, your granddaddy, your cousins, your uncles, your aunties, your best friends, your sisters, they saw something very special about you when you were younger. Maybe they didn't understand it. They called it weird. Okay? So place energy where it belongs. I don't want to go down a plethora of things that you could have experienced, because sometimes when people get the name and shit, it's triggering. So I ain't trying to trigger you. I'm trying to activate you so you can evolve and start using your fins, feet, and wings, because you have so much to offer, but I don't think you know it. And you've experienced something that is awakening this knowing in you, okay? And then once it's fully awakened, you're going to be put in some kind of position to tell your story and motivate people with it, or tell your story and it becomes such a philosophy that people are just drawn to it, or tell your story and make profit from it somehow. And I know not every Pisces wants to be on the front street, so this ain't about fame and fortune, because a lot of times Pisces ain't studying none of that. But one thing I do know about Pisces, money and prosperity just kind of flows to y'all easily and effortlessly. So it's never really about the money. That's why when you find a Pisces that's offering something, they're doing it from the heart. Because I don't know a broke Pisces, and I'm just being the fuck honest. I don't know a broke Pisces. I don't. I just don't. I just don't. Pisces are so organized and so structured, and so you have routines. Though I will say that you get in a routine and you stick to your routine, you stick to your regiments, and that's probably why you got money, because you're not easily swayed from your routines and regiments. People who get to losing money start letting other people, dictate what they do, and then you get off your path, and then you start, slipping. But I don't know what broke Pisces, and I know quite a few Pisces people, and all y'all got money. So it is never about your prosperity. It's always been about y'all's inability to see how great you are. You don't bet on yourself. See, Aquarius, Aquarius is going to always bet on themselves, even if that means they got to take somebody else's money to do the betting, right? Pisces, y'all not like that. Y'all not like that. You will lay it all down. You just want a very healthy mental. I think that most Pisces people are struggling at times until they become mastered versions of themselves. You guys just be struggling to stay afloat in your own heads. And for the most part, you do. For the most part, you do. But things can happen that pull you down, deep down into your 12th house, okay? And that's where you naturally live. If you don't know what the 12th house is, the 12th house is the house of what they call the undoing. It's where people go when they are really doing self-work, but sometimes people get stuck down in there and begin to take every little decision they've made, everything that anybody has ever said about them, to them, and they shackle that to their ankles and drown themselves in that. Pisces people have a hard time saying, I don't give a fuck what other people done said about me. Now, on the surface level, y'all don't care what people have said about y'all, think about y'all. But when y'all go into that self-reflective mode, that does affect y'all. You start to think about that, especially if it's people that you loved. People, because I think what y'all want to know is, I would never say that to you. I don't talk to you like that. I would never say that to you. I would never do that to you. So y'all go through this this undoing of the mind, trying to figure out, why would they do this to me? Why would they say that to me? Well, maybe it's true. Maybe I deserved it. Then you spiral down into their 12th house energy. And a lot of people go insane there. Okay? A lot of Pisces go mad cow disease in there. Okay? So y'all's whole plight just be to stay afloat and not drown in your own feelings, not drown in that overthinking, because y'all have the ability to overthink too. Y'all share the axis with Virgo, so you have a lot of Virgo traits. If you don't know that, you share the axis. Go read up on the Pisces Virgo axis so you can understand that when you go dark, you pull a whole lot of that Virgo energy into you. And we all do it. Everybody has a duality. Y'all's duality is Virgo. Just like Virgo's duality is y'all. Okay? Virgo's duality is a Pisces. So you got to understand both sides of yourself. If you've ever heard the term your light self, your dark self, Pisces, is Virgo. Okay? And if you want to test that, be around Virgo people. It is something naturally about your polar opposite that will trigger you. If you're around Virgos and you've never really understood why it's something about them that just makes you feel uneasy, it's because they are your shadow. Just like you are their shadow. Okay? So do the work. Do the work. Do the research. Okay? You ain't got to listen to me. You can go do the work. You can go do your own research and find out what I just said. Okay? I'm going to pull a few more cards. I've only pulled 4 cards and I have 28 minutes worth of talking here. But I hope everything that I have said has been relevant and resourceful. Okay? Show me more and show me clearly. After each reading, I have been pulling crystals. I'm going to pull y'all some cards, crystal cards, okay? 7 of Cups. All these, listen. King of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Strength card, the Moon card. So we got 3 major arcanas. We only have, listen, the decision to... Because I'm getting the energy of dissipation. Like you don't really... You know that it is something that you need to take inventory of. And I believe you are taking inventory of it. But some of y'all are holding on to something that could be some wishful thinking. Let it go. Now, place that energy where it belongs. That might not be for everybody, okay? Place that energy where it belongs. I think I'm going to give you a tip on what you know you need to let go, but you don't quite, you need confirmation. If it's cold, let it go. Place that energy where it belongs. If it's cold, let it go. It's dead. Cold stuff is dead. If it's cold, let it go. The reason why that's important is because you're going into an era of your life where things are warming up. I said that in the very beginning. Saturn going out of your waters, going into Aries fire, is going to warm up things that have been cold in you for a long time. That's what Saturn was doing, warming you back up, melting away that ice box, melting away things that have been frozen in you for decades because something or someone did something to you and made you draw up, made you put that part of yourself up. Okay? Well, that should be melted now. And that fire is going to warm you up. That's your creativity warming back up. That's your enthusiasm warming back up. That's your confidence warming back up. That's new thoughts and solutions and remedies and new ways of thinking and new opportunities, new ideas, new paths. All of this energy, because energy is warm. So that warmth that you're feeling or should be feeling, that's good stuff. That's what you want. Your waters should be warm. So if they're still cold, if there are frozen things still in you, if it's cold water, cold things in and around and on, that's what you got to let go of. That's why this 7 of Cups here. Test it. Put your finger in them cups. Now, of course, that's the proverbial finger. But you know what it is that you feel like you want to hold on to, but you know it might be toxic. That's cold. Let it go. It might be unhealthy. Let it go. It don't even do nothing for you. If it don't warm you up, let it go. Okay? That's what's in them 7 of Cups. Ain't no, well, I'm going to hold on to it and eventually it'll warm up. If it ain't warmed up by now, it's dead. Let it go. Okay, there you go. Show me more and show me clearly. 32 minutes in. I'm going to pull a few more. If you're resonating with this, Pisces, hit that like button. All right. Justice. Some of y'all are probably thinking, I'm holding on to one of these cups because in that cup somebody wronged me and I'm waiting for justice to be unleashed. I'm waiting for the scales to be balanced. I think for some of you, this is not all. So hear me out. 2 things. Your life path will change when you tell what happened, when you talk about what happened, when you may have to be in charge of bringing about your own justice. You're waiting for something and someone outside of you to bring justice when the justice is going to come from you creating a path for you to speak your truth and walk in that truth, okay? So that's for some of you. The others, I feel like this is where kind of what I said back earlier, that sometimes our pain is turned into our own philosophy because other people are going to need you and you need to be saturated in this wisdom and this knowledge because the people that are coming to you to get what they need from you need to be able to trust that you know what you're talking about because you've already been there, done that, got the t-shirt, rewards, and the coffee mugs for it, right? So some of you, the justice is, because I'm almost hearing, it's almost like when Beyonce, the best revenge is your paper. Like some of y'all are going to turn whatever you've been through, whatever you experienced into a novel, into a fiction book, into a movie. You might start doing TED Talks. You may start talking about it. You may start different podcasts and channels. You may start going to shelters and talking to people who have went through what you're going through, whatever that could be, because shelters ain't just for the abused. Some people are just homeless. Some people be on drugs. Some people it's because they gambled and lost everything, so whatever your thing is, Whatever you experienced, ain't the justice is what you gonna do with it. Are you gonna turn it into profit? Are you gonna linger in it and not let it, are you gonna use it, or you gonna let it use you? Okay, so place the energy where it belongs, Pisces. Place the energy where it belongs if you resonate with that, okay? For many of you, the Justice card in this deck is the number 11. So some of y'all have been seeing 1111. Some of y'all literally, and you just didn't know what it was telling you. You didn't know that it was trying to get you to merge. You don't have to walk around separate from the experience, separate from what happened to you. Body it, and then make people buy it. Body it, and make the person or the situation bow to you, okay? So it really depends on, where you are at in your healing journey, but it don't matter where you at. I know that everybody is being gifted strength on how to hook your fish, how to take care of yourself, how to be there for yourself, how to believe in your own buoyancy, how to believe in your own power and your own ability to catch what you need, okay? It's on the bottom of the deck. Ace of Cups. That's them warm waters that I was talking about. That's your heart space being back fulfilled. That's intimacy being rekindled. That's love being filled back up. It's emotional intelligence, emotional force, emotional maturity, the ability to control. So a lot of y'all got emotional authority over yourself, and maybe even over the person, place, thing, experience that may have caused you to begin to be wavy in this area. Either way, there's an authority that you now have. It's spiritual authority, it's emotional authority, it's mental authority, and it's most definitely material authority. Only thing I need to see you do is accept the heat. Accept the heat. By the time it's time for me to do another reading for y'all, Pisces, I need to see some fire. Because, see, you ain't got no fire cards down here. Not one. Not a single fire card. Well, outside of the Emperor. But even that Emperor is submerged in water. So you're the king of your emotions. You're the king of your feelings. You're the king of still dealing with your inner self, your dark self, and that's good. But all of this is to put you in a position to come out of yourself as well, to come out on land, to deal with the people, deal with the public, walk in your truth, tell your story, write, do, be, live it, instead of allowing it to ride your back and you be hunkered down by it. I'm talking to a collective of Pisces who've been hunkered down by something. And Saturn in Pisces, like I said, was standing there. What you finna do with this? What are you finna do with this? The drill sergeant, what you finna do? Hut 2, 3, 4, hut 2, 3, 4. So you've probably been being made to deal with it on the inside. But by the time Saturn finishes with you, it wants to see refined outward action. You done dealt with it enough on the inside. Now what you finna do on the outside? Because Saturn is about showing the world. Saturn rules Capricorn. Capricorn wants the world to see what they doing. Look at me now. I'm getting paper, right? That's Capricorn, but Saturn rules Capricorn. Neptune rules you, so that does leave you more in a dreamy, delusional state. You think everybody see you, don't nobody see you, because you ain't came outside for nobody to see you. Meaning you are healed, but don't nobody on the outside know you healed. You're healing, but don't nobody on the outside know you healing because you stay in that 12th house. You don't want to be seen. Why? You fine. You the bomb, sis. You the bomb, bro. Well, come outside. Let us see you. Some of us will be enamored by you. Come outside. Grace the world's stage. Let everybody partake in your presence. Stop hiding in your 12th house. Okay? Use that authority. Use that spiritual authority. Use this emotional authority. Show us how you caught your fish. Tell the people that are resonating with your story, because you'll know who resonates with you, right? They need to know how you hooked, how you caught and hooked your experience, and then ate it, right? Because she probably finna take it. She finna take that fish and she finna skin it, scale it, cook it. Okay, Jesus. I don't know why that little story about how Jesus took 2 pieces of fish and fed everybody. What they did, some fish and some bread and fed thousands. Your experience is the fish and the bread that's getting ready to feed thousands, Pisces. Tell your story. I don't care what it is. Because y'all are not I'm embarrassed of what I went through, or I'm embarrassed of who I was, or I'm embarrassed of what I am. Y'all not them kind of people. So I don't know what's stopping you. But I'm going to need you to take inventory and find out what is stopping you, because a lot of what you want to see, do, and be is connected to you coming on out. A lot of this authority that's waiting for you is connected to you coming on out. Being back in control and back in alignment with who you were prior to whatever could have happened or whatever was said or whatever was done, okay? That is, you on the other side of it now. You ain't got to live in the shadow of it. You can bring that thing to the light, okay? And do it, be it, say it, walk it, talk it. Show me some crystals for the Pisces. I am 41 minutes in. It's going to take a minute for this one to upload. So this might not upload until probably tomorrow night, child. It's all good. Whenever y'all get it, it's going to be relevant. Appetite. I'm actually working with this now. I did a ritual earlier and I put it on my I put it on the altar where I was doing my ritual at. But I like appetite, and what I noticed that it does for me, it connects me to, for one, it's a water stone, so it connects me directly to the water element. I like to lay stones down that are, depending on what I'm working on, I lay stones down according to where my water is in my chart. I know to lay me some blue stones, or if I'm working on my heart space, I know to lay my green stones. So I've been working on some throat chakra energies and just some stuff that I'm doing with the throat chakra, right? And where my water place, because I don't have a lot of water placements, but I got a lot of good stuff in water houses. So I call out to that energy so I can stay. I love my ability to bounce back. That's your buoyancy, your ability to bounce back after having traumatic or just emotional experiences, right? So I believe this would really work for you. And it's one of the easier stones to find, too. A lot of the stones in this deck are not as easy to find, but this is a fairly easy stone to order. I don't sell them. I wish I did, but I don't. I sell a whole lot of other stones, but I don't sell this particular one. But get it. You can get it raw. It's really pretty raw, or you can get it tumbled like you see here. But it's a really good stone of... It helps you speak peacefully to the world about you, right? It's like you speak your refined peaceful self with this right here, and I like that. I think that would work really good for you, Pisces. Okay, give me one more. Show me clearly. Flint. Now I don't know anything about flint, okay, so you may have to do your own research on what flint is, okay? Do your own research for flint. I don't know anything about it, and I'm not even going to try to act like I do. Okay, so go do your research, and then hit me up in the comments and tell me what you found out about it. And matter of fact, don't tell me what you found out, because that lets me know that you're gonna Google. I can Google it, right? I can go get books. As a matter of fact, I got several books, so I can go get my own books and tell you what it's about. If you decide to get it, you tell me what it did for you when you worked with it. Okay, that's what I want to know. Because I can get books. Matter of fact, where's the book for it? Let's see what Flint is about. Even though I'm going to tell you what the use is based on this book that came with the cards, I still think that you should, if you choose to go get this stone, you should get it and work with it and find out what it's doing for you. So it says it's portal power, okay? Flint stabilizes energy and cuts through to the core of issues, clearing blockages and loosening ties. It opens portals to other worlds and hidden aspects of yourself. Self-understanding. You are a person with profound inner depths. Do not be afraid to explore this hidden side. Ain't that what I've been telling y'all? This might be y'all stone, Pisces, because I literally just been telling y'all. Y'all been living in that 12th house, scared to come out and be and do because maybe it was something that you were told or something you experienced in the past, okay? It contains treasure beyond knowing, together with additional karma and repressed emotions affecting well-being. I said all of that to y'all. All right. Flint connects you to your ancestors, a natural traveler. You know how to negotiate the shamanic underworld to obtain healing insights. Divination. Strengthen your boundaries. Cut through confusion to the core of the matter. Soul retrieval is necessary if you left any part of yourself in another life or an abusive childhood experience. Have I literally everything that I have been talking about? This is y'all stone. Somebody needs to work with this because there's no way this spirit showed me this card for y'all. And I'm reading up. I don't know nothing about Flint and everything that I said that I feel like y'all have experienced and it's talking about it. Okay. And what did I stop at? Soul retrieval. An unwelcome visitor from the past can be left behind, but recognize lessons before you move on. So I feel like that what I was talking about, you need to let some stuff go. If it's cold, let it go. Same thing. Healing insight. Paying attention to energetic boundaries and care and core strength, cutting detrimental ties and strengthening your connection to the planet maintains well-being. So the frequency of it is an earthy frequency. The chakra, it heals the earth, star, and base chakra. It's in alignment with the stone of Scorpio, and that's I can see how that would be true because it's a stone of transformation, okay? Soul path, safely exploring other worlds, okay? So again, Flint, go find some. Work with that thing. Work with it. Chakra wise, where you want to place it is right down anywhere under the heart chakra would be good. So your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus would be really good places for you to lay your flint. And I just know that based on what it is telling me that it does. Okay, it would work really well down there when you're laying back in your meditation. Okay. All right, good people. If you enjoyed this message, this is one of the longest readings I've ever done. So if you are here, you watched this whole entire thing and you resonated with at least half of it. Thank you. Hopefully you resonated with all of it. And I just want y'all to be great because I love Pisces people. I love y'all. Y'all are just such... I like how reserved and refined you are. Not acted. Some people act that. Y'all really are that, okay? Thank y'all so much for being here. If you need me and you know me personally, you know how to get in contact with me. If you need me and you don't know me personally, go over into that description. Book a session with me. Peace.